Namaste, everybody. If you've been to my website recently, you may have seen some revelations that I was given and that I was asked to write and put up. One of them has to do about me being a rainbow child, and not just a rainbow child, but a rainbow child at the highest ranking level in this section of beings that God created, which is a ranking that is at the level of a saint. I have been asked to give you this video to help you understand that God does send messengers to earth, and that saints are not restricted to just being in convents and monasteries. If you go to my website, I talk about it in quite a lot of detail, and I've shared a lot of messages because he insisted that I do, to help bring awareness to this. God's desire in asking me to share my story about this is to help you understand that he does bring his messengers to earth because he wishes for you to embrace and understand more deeply that he does send his messages through his messengers. God told me that too many people are pulling away from believing in God, and that he's asking me to share more about who I am. I am a saint meant to live and work in the mainstream world, not a saint meant to be in the restricted walls of a convent or monastery. God revealed to me that he created a special section of advanced, highly evolved spiritual beings called his rainbow children. And in this category of his rainbow children, he created my soul at the highest ranking in this special section, and that ranking is at the level of a saint's ranking. He explained to me that the saints that he created in his special section of rainbow children are meant to be in the mainstream world to serve him in ways that the nuns and the convents and the monasteries are unable to do. He explained to me that unlike the majority of the saints in the monasteries and the convents, his saints that he created in his special section of rainbow children have been created with advanced spiritual gifts and abilities, as well as also higher levels of courage and bravery, and to do missions for him that the traditional saints are not able to do because they do not have the advanced psychic gifts that I have, and also typically the level of bravery. The bravery would be delivering the difficult messages that I'm called upon to do. If you go to my blog, you'll see exactly what I mean. Am I naturally a political or controversial person? The answer is no. In fact, I've been criticized my whole life by my friends and my family by not being politically interested enough. So anybody that actually knows me personally knows I have no interest in actually discussing politics, because politics lead to conflict, and I typically stay away from topics that I know are going to result in conflict. All of the messages that you see on my blog, the political ones, the ones about war, they're not coming from me like they state. They are coming from God and Jesus. That type of work, all of those kinds of messages, as well as the messages about God's wrath, as well as messages about hell and Satan, show me more. All of those messages require a lot of courage and bravery. Also, doing the exorcisms require a lot of bravery. Those are some of the examples that he is referring to of missions that he wants and needs completed, that the saints inside convents and monasteries are not typically wired to do for him. God also revealed to me when he gave me my revelation, when I earned the gift of clarity to be allowed to know that I'm a saint meant for the mainstream world, that he allowed me the privilege of being allowed to live in the mainstream world and to be allowed the pleasures that the mainstream world has, albeit in a more limited degree than non-saints, which is the high majority of the population. He said, I was given that privilege for acts that I did that earned it, as well as also for the soul of the being that I was created to be for him. If I had displeased him in a previous incarnation or two, I may not be sitting here in the mainstream world giving you this message. I may be sitting in the confining walls of a convent. So look at it again like all the rewards and privileges that we get are all earned by God. The reason he's asked me to share with you this revelation is to help you understand that only a saint is somebody who's ever allowed to receive regular messages from Jesus, Mary, and God. So when I say, I saw Jesus, I saw Mary, I received a message from God, he wants you to understand more easily it's because I'm a saint. If I was not a saint, I would not have been receiving all of these messages from the three of them for all of the many years that it goes back that I've been receiving messages from Jesus, Mary, and God. He wanted you to understand this, as does Jesus. Jesus has told me his intention behind this message in helping you understand this is to help you understand and accept the messages that they give to me so that you have the chance to continue to learn from them through me, their chosen one. A saint meant to live and work in the mainstream world. A saint that was created in a special section of God's beings called the Rainbow Children, and created at the highest level to the ranking of a saint. I hope that this helps you understand why I receive regular messages and also see Jesus, Mary, and God at an advanced level so easily and so often. Until next time, blessings to each of you.